Okay, we're back here. This is year number 3. Hunting in Sikaville. We're down here hunting property that joins up against the Blackwater Wildlife Refuge. We're in a box blind here tonight. Hopefully we can make it happen. We're here a lot earlier than what we normally come. We usually come right in the beginning of when the Sikas start rutting. It's, what is it, September 14th now. Maryland season has been in for, I think, a little over a week now. So we're not hunting like the first day or anything, but we're hunting pretty early in the season, so hopefully these deer haven't been pressured or messed with. Got a pretty good looking setup tonight, and I'm feeling good about it. How about you, Colin?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if Colin can get it done here tonight. I flooded my boots on the walk in here, so now I'm sitting in here barefoot. Got my socks hanging out trying to dry. Luckily I knew this year to bring plenty of socks. I've got like 5 or 6 pairs, so should be in good shape. The guide we're hunting with this year made these really cool little feeder platforms. They're look pretty awesome. Said they hold a bunch of corn, a bunch of bait in there. And I guess this is a system they came up with. They had problems they were explaining to us last year. The deer actually get smart enough to start like kicking the bottom of the feeder, and they mess it all up and break it just to get a free meal out of it. Plus they used to have problems with the raccoons and stuff coming up and robbing bait. I guess these platforms kind of solve that problem. Looks like they put a ton of work in here. Oh, me and Colin just had the crap scared out of us by the feeder. We were in like high alert mode, being real quiet, and all of a sudden that thing went off, and my heart's still thumping. Hopefully that's not the only excitement we have tonight.
Can you see it?
Where's it at?
It's coming towards the feeder right now.
Where's it at? Colin, where's it at?
It's almost to the feeder right now.
Oh, okay, I see it. actually see him down here. We've had him all night.
I can hear it too.
Yeah.
I heard it come all the way in.
So this is the story of the blood trail. So when Cohen took the shot, both me and him thought the deer was slightly quartering away. It looked like a perfect shot to take, and the footage isn't great. I shouldn't have been zoomed in so far. I think it would have wound up a lot better, but judging by the footage, what we saw is what actually happened. The deer was slightly quartering away. It looked like Cohen shot right where he needed to for slightly quartering away, and these things are fast. They seem to be much faster than a whitetail. The shot was only, I think, 22 yards, and we hopped down out of the blind. We recovered the arrow, but it didn't tell us much because it had gone through a bunch of swamp water and washed everything clean. So we got down out of the blind. We found blood right away, like right at where the shot took place, where the thing was standing, and it looked like lung blood. It was bright red and had little tiny pin bubbles in it. So we were feeling pretty confident about it, but the only thing that I didn't like, we were real super quiet after the shot, and we kept listening for crashing or something, and all we could hear was the thing slowly walking away. We could tell it was hurt, but we didn't hear any crash. But after seeing the lung blood, I felt pretty confident about us busting in there and finding this thing. I just figured it laid down and died right there quick. But it ended up, the thing must have twisted in 22 yards shooting a crossbow. It twisted enough that it went in right behind, just a few inches behind the shoulder, and came out and hit it in its kneecap in the hind quarter. So it twisted that much. It ended up being a one lung and gut shot. But luckily we had the guide in there tracking with us, because tracking in that marsh is different than anything we've ever experienced, that's for sure. But luckily the guide was with us, and he made short work of it, and we finally recovered the thing. Apparently, usually if you hit them good, they stick to their trails pretty well, and they're easy to track. But when they're gut shot like that, they might stick on the trail for a little bit, and then they're making their own path and kind of tucking away and hiding. So things got a little hairy, but it all worked out.